Okay, guys. Well, I wanted to I've been wanting to do a drawing video for a long time. And as you know, I'm very much into Marvel and such. Not as you all know, but whatever. I wanted to do a drawing video for quite some time now. I'm just gonna angle this up a bit. I know what we'll do. But I guess I'm gonna finally get to do that. I'm drawing Captain America. Yeah, let's get to it. I guess it's World War II Captain America, so it's gonna take some doing, I guess, but shouldn't be too bad. Just gonna start off with his boots, you know. Alright. There'll be more detail later on, but I've got this so far. I don't know why I would do this kind of a video for you guys. I mean, a lot of you probably don't care, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's about alright, I guess. Okay. I'm not gonna turn into like one of those Bob Ross wannabe fuckers, but I'm gonna do my best to draw in a way that you guys would enjoy. Well, maybe not enjoy, but I don't even need this. I'm not listening to music. Well, right now anyway. I'll be honest, I kind of chat on the flex, but it's whatever. Add some pouches to his legs. Now, I can't get the correct camera angle just yet for, like, you know how people do their drawing videos. People usually do their drawing videos with like a face cam, like there, and then they'll have a hand cam or whatever they'll have. Whatever they call it, I guess. But I'm not like that because I'm broke and can't afford the editing software or anything like that to do these kind of videos any more than I have now. So I guess I'll just kind of do this as like a talkative video, more like one where I can just relax and talk to you guys. Obviously you guys can't talk back, but hey, you never do. So I don't know what I would have been expecting. It's not like any of you guys who watch really care. Well, some of you do, obviously. Otherwise you wouldn't keep watching, and I'm truly thankful for that. But it gets to the point a lot of the time where I'm just sitting here like, why am I still doing this? It's like, I'm not a very hastily judged person. People kind of look at me and go, this is the kind of guy that gets a lot of chances. And I do get a lot of chances. But I don't know what I would do with most of them. I'm going to be honest. They're just... they're there, I guess, for me to use. And a lot of the time, abuse. I'm sorry to any people that I piss off. It's not really the type of thing that I enjoy doing. It just kind of happens, if you know what I mean. But in a lot of my videos I'm pretty vulgar, like I say a lot of stupid stuff, and you guys seem to enjoy it, I guess, in a way. But if you guys like this kind of video from me, I'll keep making them, I guess. I'll experiment, see where it takes me. I don't want to become an artist channel because I don't think I have the patience for it. But hey, just like almost any YouTuber out there, I'll do anything for views. So I'll draw. I mean, I like drawing. I draw a lot. In fact, let me just show you guys. Let me just scroll back. I do draw a lot of stuff. It's all over my wall and whatever. But some things just take a long time for me to do. Long time for me to want to do. If you know what I mean, like, I don't often enjoy drawing. Sometimes it just gets to the point where I don't care anymore and I'll ruin a drawing on purpose. Like, I'll never, if it's going well and a piece is good, I won't be like some of the art YouTubers who just rip them to shreds. Like, bro, what the fuck? I was enjoying that. You were doing way better than I could have done, and you just rip it to fucking shreds in front of me? Like, really? There's something called erasers, my dude. You can just use one of those. Funny thing is, in England we call them rubbers, but over here that's a slang term for condoms. But yeah, I've got not exactly great art supply, but it's pretty good. I've got pencils, got a couple of pens I can use. I mean, I don't use them because I'm a pencil drawer at heart. I don't like pen. It gets messy and it doesn't usually come out well for me. If you guys draw with pencil, that's your choice, but like, sorry. I go quiet when I draw because it's like concentration mode activate. And it's good. It's really good for me to draw because it just relieves stress and anxiety and all those things that are really shit in a lot of people's lives. Like, if you're going through crap, try and find something that somewhat alleviates that. Alright, this is what I've got so far. I'm kind of slowing down a bit. If I go too fast, I'll mess up somewhere. But, yeah. Artists who draw with pen, I have a lot of respect with. Like, I don't mind outlining with pen, but when it's outlining with pen, but you're still using pencil, I find that weird. My Goku drawing is a perfect example of this. Because I use both pencil and pen in it. I use pencil for like the colouring and such, and I use the pen for the outlining and facial features. But yeah, it's good. It's really good. Now let's get I'm gonna draw the A for America because, you know, America. I feel like I need some like Avengers music on right now. I'm gonna be honest, but shit. Well, you guys can't see the errors, which means they might as well never happen. I think that's okay for an A. I mean, I wasn't trying, you know, I got to connect it. It's not, my OCD is not allowing it. Because sometimes when I draw the Avengers A, I kind of like cut out a bit of it. But I can't do that for this. No way. He hasn't even got his shield yet, but whatever. Haven't even drawn his eyes yet. Funny fact about cryogenics is that even though your body doesn't change, your eyes actually do. They change colour. Now, Steve Rogers always had blue eyes, but once he came out of cryo, he actually had like lighter blue eyes, like cryo eyes. It was a surprise. After he was out for a while, though, his eyes kind of reverted back to their original state. So he was no longer the ice wolf dragon, you know, like. I'm going to start drawing a shield. And I do all my drawing freehand. I don't use rulers very often. That's why some of them are so shit, you know. But I tend to enjoy drawing freehand more than using rulers, because a lot of the time it gets to the point where... Sorry, I'm going to have to just shift position for this. But fuck, rulers have always been like my bane. I never wanted to use a ruler when underlining titles, when underlining anything really. I always felt like if I free-handed it, it would be better. Now, naturally, as the years went by, that childish obsession went away in terms of titles and stuff, because it was like, it's so much easier. It's just one stroke of a pencil and you're done. But with art, it's like so much can be done when a ruler isn't involved, that why would you not involve a ruler? Sorry, why would you involve a ruler? Breaking my own phrasing here, it's great. And let's just slide that around there. So if I remember Cap Shield properly, it's got 4 layers, so 1 red, 1 white, 1 red, 1 blue. And the blue one's obviously the smallest one. Shit, well. And then the blue one's got the star in it. Now, I watched all the Marvel movies. I'm just saying this because it's like for drawing purposes. I've made a shield a bit big. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I messed up a bit, but it's whatever. Doesn't really matter. Man. Oh, fuck. I always mess the star up. I always do. It's going so great until I realise I've made the perspective wrong. I think that's it. I think that's about it. Alright, that'll do. Yeah. I promise you it gets better, okay? It's more just me doing the outline right now, and I'll get my pencils here and colour it in, and then do the stress marks on the clothing. I just haven't got to that yet. I don't think I've got this fist right either. No, didn't get it right. That sucks, but not a massive deal. So that's the whole image. Now I'm just gonna try and finish up some, specifics. Gotta make him angry looking. He's in war, you know? You gotta have those wings on the side of his helmet, because he always used to have those. Now, I never really used to understand what those symbolize, but they're the symbol of America, okay? Eagle wings, freedom, whatever you want to call them, but it symbolized freedom. Now, I know Captain America in World War II is like a really long ass time ago for a lot of you, but in the comics it's like 10 editions ago. Like, they do flashbacks all the time. They don't care at all. I've done this exact drawing, I think, before. Hang on, 1 second. Let me just rip out my old sketchbook if I still have it. Ah, here it is. Right, my old sketchbook with like my old Scarlet Spiders and stuff in it. But let's see, did I still have it? Here it is, yeah. Right, that's old edition, the old one that I did. My god, that was garbage. Disgraceful. But his new edition, better edition, improved quality. But a lot of people that I know don't like drawing like human figure art, because they find it challenging, like if they're moving or whatever. And every time I'm just like, just do this here and just do that there, and it's so much easier. And it's like, it's either a no, or what do you mean, or they just kind of look at me blankly, and I'm like, I bet, don't take my help then, fuck off. I mean, I never try and like force people into my own kind of drawing standard. That's unfair. So many people are so much better than me at art, like ridiculously better than me at art. Like a couple of girls in my art class this year were fantastic at art. I mean, genuinely astounding art. And if you're in my art class and you're watching this, you know who I'm talking about. And if you're the girls who are, we do have that spectacular art. Yeah, I mean it. Fantastic. And I hate it when people who are much clearly better than everyone else in the room say their art is trash. Because it's like, hang on. Because it's like a giant middle finger. Don't worry, there's a bin there. I didn't just spit it on my floor, don't worry. But fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh well. But yeah, muy pencil, sharpener. So that's gonna be like the base red for Captain. Sharp. I should probably show you what I've done. It's not much. I've just improved a few things that I messed up. But when it came down to the initial, I was actually going to draw Spider-Man for this video. I ended up not doing that because, I mean, it's because, if you know what I mean. I was going to do like a Spider-Man swinging through the streets of New York, but then I remembered I can't draw buildings for shit, and I'm really bad at that. The one time I did draw buildings in a piece was for an art project in my school, currently. And it's on my wall right now. Actually, I might as well show you in just a second, but actually, no more sidetracks, And I messed up all the perspectives deliberately, but the buildings were just lackluster. They weren't tempered correctly. They weren't, they didn't have details at all. Like, you see some YouTube artists, like the Box Office Artist and ZHC and those kind of guys. They draw fantastic looking buildings and such. And then there's just me sitting here like, hey, yo, look at this rectangle with smaller rectangles in it. Sorry, not rectangle, cuboid. With rectangles in it. That feels good. I'm going to get my reference back out just so I can make sure I know. Yeah, so if you didn't know, this is my reference. It's a running Captain America. Now, I'm never going to be able to make this look like this, but I'm fine with that. So it's red, white, red. Okay, but that's fine because not all art is about copying other art. It's about making other art your art style. Obviously, this is like plagiarism, but it's fine because it's because I'm not stealing it and trying to use it in a different movie. Now, copyright claims, there's a very easy way to get around them. As long as you don't publish this art, right, and like make money off of it, the owner of said art can't sue you or have a go at you, and if they do, you win. You win the settlement, or you win the case, because there's no way that they could bring it to court with an even footing, saying that it's plagiarism of character or theft of ideas or property. Now, a very famous game maker called Scott Cawthon made this same mistake recently, and Game Theory did a whole video on it. Basically, his designer for the new Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted thing was basically contained two characters that weren't his. They were a fan art. The fan artist had made them, and he had just searched up Five Nights at Freddy's drawings to do, and they'd come up, and he'd put them in because he thought that they were Scott's. They thought that they were his style. And instead of being angry at him, he was proud of his community for the fact that it was a testament to his community that they would be able to draw characters so well in his style. It meant that they'd really followed him and understood where he was coming from, and his community was really connected. Now, he did the right thing by taking down the artwork and having it redrawn, because if the owner of the art was a conceited fuck, like a lot of people are, he could have easily copyright claimed Scott Cawthon for his art, but Scott Cawthon would have also been able to avoid this, considering it was based off of his original character. But because it wasn't his original character, sorry for the focusing and unfocusing, by the way, because it wasn't his original character, he couldn't claim it as his either. So that would have just been a dead court, but it would have still cost Scott Cawthon face. But instead, he knew what he was doing. He just gave up the piece and just redid it. The artist who was redoing the drawing was made sure that he got all the right images, which was good, you know, very good. Now, I'm not stealing Game Theory content because I'm not showing the video. Copyright claims is something that a lot of YouTubers have a lot of problems with. I've actually been copyright claimed on one of my videos, funnily enough. I know I'm a small channel and it's like, it doesn't really matter for us. Us under like let's say 100k subscribers, anyone under that level, like, really you're going to copyright claim us? What are we going to get out of it? We're not going to get monetized. I mean, I could get monetized if I'd stop damn swearing in my videos, but it's kind of hard. But if you take copyright claims too seriously, then they can destroy you. I just had a laugh with it because it was one of my Minecraft videos, like, I think it was Swagger Soul's jokes on Minecraft or something like that. Nothing too major, just a stream, having a laugh. And I got copyright claimed for the music that I was playing, and I got an email for that, asking me to take the video down. And you wouldn't believe who it was from. I actually got copyright claimed by the owner of the SoundCloud, the person who SoundCloud the music I was playing from. So that was my SoundCloud playlist, but because I downloaded songs off of SoundCloud and played them, somehow he recognized his own piece and asked me to take the video down. I said no. And I found it very funny when he couldn't do anything about it because he couldn't prove that it was his. There's like 100 and something different SoundCloud things up there. Instead, he just flagged the video and YouTube took it down instead, and I re-uploaded it. But YouTube took it down because of the amount of flags it was getting, and this guy had like 30 accounts or some stupid stuff like that. But I didn't really care because it's like, no one watches my streams. Like, some people join in and out to have a little giggle, something like that, with me. Other people stay for certain streams, like my Skyrim streams are more popular than anything because it's the easiest game to just talk with. And also, when you're hitting them litty snipes with their crossbow, you have an audience to go, yo, that's insane, and such. I like having Q&As with my subscribers. I like watching them enjoying my content or hating it. And the Q&As, like that kind of thing on the streams, make me feel a lot better about it, because it's like they can tell me directly if they think my content is shit. I'm not just drowning them out with a bunch of content of the same thing that they hate over and over and over and over again. And I only make content for you guys to enjoy, and because I have a bit of a giggle every time I make a video and it gets more than one like, or gets a like at all, or just gets or just anyone watches it, makes me feel good. Makes me feel it's fun. Those people who aren't YouTubers, you wouldn't really understand because you haven't really experienced it in the same way that some people have. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have other ways of experiencing it. I'm just saying that this is my way of getting some sort of happiness out of the internet, because a lot of people on the internet are how do I put this? Douchebags. Now, I don't mind the douchebags because it's like, they're so easy to ignore. Like, for instance, a person came into one of my streams a little while ago and was trying to make me angry for something like 15 minutes straight, and I just kept laughing at him. Kept saying, oh, bad player, like, delete your account, you're trash, whatever. And I was playing Skyrim, so I was like, okay, fuck it, I don't care if I'm bad. I've been playing this game since it came out almost, so I'm good with that. But, so I know all the glitches, all the speed runs. I can't do them very well. For instance, if one of you was watching my previous Skyrim stream, you remember me trying to jump outside of Whiterun. They didn't patch it, but I just couldn't do it anymore. It was so difficult. Now, there obviously was a way to do it, but I couldn't remember what it was for the life of me. And obviously that was frustrating, but it's fine because I remembered that I had free crafting on like 30 seconds later, so I just gave myself full dragon scale armor. Simple, but effective. A simple spell, but quite unbreakable, if you know what I mean. If any of you get that reference, comment down below what movie that's from. If you hear like a quiet buzzing sound, it's actually my fan here. I haven't turned it towards me for some reason, so I'm gonna do that now. It's very hot in my room. It's more humid than it is hot, actually. I'm gonna be honest. It's like my windows are open, but yeah. Don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't see. Right. Sorry about that. Sorry, I've got my ankle's so itchy. So I'm getting there on Cap, you know, increasing my coverage of him in pencil. Such a weird way to say that, I'm gonna be honest. And I do enjoy taking the opportunity to talk to you guys. I mean, I know this is a long video, 30 fucking minutes, Jesus Christ. But you know, just talking to you guys is fun, because it's like, I'm not very good at talking one-on-one to people. Like, I do it, and I make people laugh, but it's not really how I am, I guess. I'm more reserved, usually. I don't really like being around people. It's why a lot of the time of my life I was alone. Like, no friends around and such. Obviously, I have my best friend Miles, who's, Jesus, he was there almost always. He had stuff to do, but he always made time, which was great. But for me, it was like, I never had plans, but I always acted like I did. Like, I would be like, oh, I don't know, maybe I can pencil you in now, maybe, you know. Because a lot of people were always like, oh, no, if it's too much of a hassle, don't worry about it, we're all good. And I guess I just took that for granted in a lot of ways. I was more about me time. It's not that I'm self-centered in that way at all. It's just I don't like other people as much as I prefer to be on my own. I mean, my friends are great. They're fantastic people. Braden, Nevaeh, Leo, Dom. I'm talking about you guys here, and you, Miles. But when it comes down to it, I never really know how to truly talk to people. I've got ways of communicating in things that make people friendly towards me. I figured that out over years. And when I say years, I mean fucking years. It took me a long time to stop being the annoying, quiet kid. Well, not even quiet sometimes, just annoying. Some mornings when I was really tired, I'd be snappy and just outright violent sometimes. But I guess it was best for a lot of people to not be friends with me back then. I considered myself to be a pretty decent person. I couldn't really understand why anyone disliked me. I can see why people do now. Well, did it now anyway. I know a couple people that really don't like me at my school. Tyler, I'm talking about you. Not other, you know, not my friend Tyler, the other Tyler. I know he hates me, like, despises me. And I don't know why that is. Like, I've really done nothing to him, as far as I know. Obviously, if they want to correct me on that, explain why they pardon me. If they don't want to explain why they dislike me, then fine. But if not, then fuck it, don't. But if that's the thing, when people tell you that they find you annoying or that they don't like you, and then they can't explain why, it's like, what the fuck, you know? Like, come on, you didn't even give a chance. People who are overly aggressive generally piss me off anyways, so I guess I wouldn't really enjoy their company much either. But then again, I don't enjoy company of anyone for long periods of time. The only one I could stand for that is Miles. That's why he's coming over this summer. We got some videos coming soon, hopefully. We only got 3 weeks to go until my mate gets here and we have a good laugh. The main problem with summer is you don't even know what day it is half the time. Like, I don't know what fucking day it is today. If I knew, I'd tell you. But I guess that's what summer does to you. Just disorients you. And it's obviously not meant to, but it's what it does. You know, it's the longest time you spend outside of school. So you spend most of your life up until, well, not most of your life, but you spend up like 90% of your life from the age of 5 to the age of 18 in school, and I find that odd, but it's whatever, I guess. Like, you define your life by what you do outside of school, but you're almost never outside of school. You get weekends off, you get holidays and such, but if your life is defined by what you do on the minority of your life, yeah, and when you're 18 and onwards, your life, or 16 if you drop out, your life is then defined by how you can conduct yourself at a work site. And now I've got no experience really in that. I haven't really had many jobs. I had a convenience store job a couple times. I had a few things that I could do here and there to get a bit of money, but it was never really a serious job. I cut some lawns, I cleaned some houses, that's about it. I'm not saying that I'm more experienced than anyone, I'm just saying that I need more experience. And so I think it will be a shocking revelation to a lot of people, including myself, when 18 comes cracking round the corner and you've got to get into a job and you're competing with everyone. Now, I've never really been a very active person. When I say active, I don't mean like exercise. Well, there is that. But I mean more like I never really take the initiative. I wouldn't really go and search for a job. Now, it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain. Terracotta, what's that like? That's perfect. But it's kind of difficult for me to understand people who complain when they've got a decent job. It's like, let me give you an example. My friend Jaden has just gotten a job at the Cineplex. Like, this is a movie place over here for all you English watchers. But yeah, he's got a job there, and he's had to do a bunch of these tests and stuff for it. Not like tests, but like he had to get like accepted and all that sort of thing. And that took him something more like a couple months, so we could get it so we could get it over the summer. And so he's done a lot for a small job. But now there are some people who would walk in expecting the job just handed to them as soon as they walk on the site. And I'm going to be honest, I was one of those people up until I got a bit of a reality check.